I gotta get to the bottom of the fucking apple. I can't waste to the party here.
I think people like to hear you chew.
Yeah, it's a good one was right. Good.
Do you eat the whole apple?
Oh, every little piece of that.
The seeds?
Oh no.
You said every piece of it.
Yeah, I get all the good stuff. It's like, yeah, it's like slander appeal.
Except for the seeds.
Yeah. Well, that poison.
What about the stem?
That's cyanide.
Really?
Yeah.
So what are you doing at the dentist today?
I went, I got some cavities. So I tell the doctor, I got some cavities here, right? And I, yeah, I don't understand. Like, I got the 3 cavities, whatever. Like, I don't eat any sugar, so like, again, it gives me that look, like he's heard this 100 times. Like, no, really, I don't eat sugar.
Right.
And like, I'm not trying to cop out. Like, I'm just like, is there another reason why I'm getting cavities?
And
he's just,
Did you tell him you floss too?
Yeah. What? Definitely Lido.
Yeah.
I floss, man, but yeah.
Cavities are easy then.
Huh?
You ever had a crown? Where they grind part of your fucking tooth away and then they put a fake tooth over the top of it?
Yeah.
That's horrible. And then your bite's never right again. All your fucking teeth shift in your head. I got 3 more I'm supposed to get and I just put it off. I'm like, it doesn't hurt bad enough yet.
So I got one. This is how it all started. I got a missing tooth right now. When I was first fighting, I got an infection and I needed a root canal. But you know how it is, I was broke, 0 money. And like, I'm literally thinking about, like, how can I knock it out? Right? Do I pull it? I tie something? Do I pull it out? Like, what can I do? Right? Because the pain is just unbearable. Finally, I found somebody to do me a favor and get a root canal. And who knows how good it was. And it got infected bad. It's been infected for years. And finally, they just pulled the whole thing out. And
I remember like a year or 2 years ago, it was really infected. You were talking about that.
That was that one. Yeah.
And it's still fucked up.
Well, now I finally got rid of it all. And I just got it like, yeah.
Are they putting fake teeth in there?
Yeah.
You doing posts?
I got cadaver graft, mold graft, and all this. I got somebody living in my
crazy. This one's fake. This is bonded to the tooth next to it. But and they said, oh, you get the post thing. This was, I don't know, a long time ago, 20 years ago. And the post thing was brand new, where they drill the post up into your jawline with the tooth hanging on the end of it. But I was like, I don't want to degrade the integrity of my jaw.
Yeah.
If I get smacked, like, I don't want to help somebody break my jaw. You know what I mean? And that's what it felt like it'd be doing. But now I think I would do it. I'd get all of them. I feel like my gums are receding. I just started Peptides, and I was like, do Peptides, do they make your gums recede? Like, and now I'm like,
BPC for my gums.
Sucking crazy. Yeah. All that. TB-500. I just fixed my Achilles with that shit.
No shit. That's
crazy. That's hurt for over a year. And then I just started shooting that stuff right into it. Feels great.
I just got buy one, get one, BPC-157.
Is that right?
Yeah. I thought it was sight.
That with TB-500, those together are supposed to be real synergistic for health. And for gut health, too. They rebuild gut biome.
Yeah. So where we're at, man, it's been a while. What are we doing here? We got Kill Me Again's out there. I've been out shooting in Morocco. You've been doing Comic-Cons.
Would you do dentistry in Morocco?
Yeah. No, Morocco's.
Did you eat street food in Morocco?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What'd you have?
Well, they got these little meat. Casablanca was a little bit sketchy, honestly.
And to me, like, romantically, it was like, that feels like that'd be the place you would go because Humphrey Bogart was there.
Well, see, here's what people don't know. See, Tangier, I spent half my time in Tangier. The second half was fucking beautiful. Tangier's like right there on the Gibraltar Straits. You can see Spain from Tangier.
Crazy.
And it makes sense if you've seen Casablanca that's what Casablanca should be. And I was talking to somebody, and actually,
thanks,
Casablanca was written to be Tangier. But it doesn't sound as good for a name, so like, I said, that's not your name. So it's up in Tangier. It's beautiful, man. It's a castle city. It's overlooking, like the Gibraltar space is small, man. It got all these canyons and everything overlooking there, and all the markets and all that. But Casablanca's a new city, and it was kind of a new city for us, right? A few hundred years old, But it was hot. It wasn't the cleanest city. people are beautiful, man. The people there that they do this thing where they touch their heart for gratitude and all that and all that. But I think I caught something in the straight cruises. We'll get it to.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How did that manifest?
I was going to the bathroom every 15 minutes. And this right when I finished Casablanca.
Did you do a man pond?
No,
You didn't?
but here's the
So little
thing.
piece of toilet paper, just
So I'm stuck in the fucking hotel, entered in Tangier. I can't stand me, and I walk around and ask me, I want to see the city, and I got the poops, right, and I fuck it this day, man. I'm gonna go to the market. I'm gonna see the fucking market. I don't give a fuck. And so I got a cab, and I managed to get the cab there.
what's public restrooms like?
That's what I'm getting to. I'm like every about every half an hour then too. But I'm just gonna walk and see this stuff, and I'm just gonna walk into place and see if they can stop me. And I'll give them money or whatever. Look, I just got to go to the bathroom, and I was doing that. I was, oh, this is neat. Oh, this is neat. Oh, there's a bathroom over there. Oh, this is neat. Oh, this is neat. Yeah. So that was my experience there. Think about especially Casablanca, man. The fucking driving, man, is insane.
Like Brazil driving? Like everybody drives everywhere?
Well, yeah, the lanes seem like an option, like a suggestion.
Right.
But these drivers are amazing. Like
Paved roads, cobblestone.
paved roads, roundabouts, the whole thing. But I don't understand the rules. You can't figure out the rules. And honking is it's like a living entity, all the cars, and they honk to communicate. And honking's a current. Everyone's honking. Like, hey, I'm here, and it's just and different kind of honks. It means different things, right?
Crazy.
And it's like there's the roundabouts, and I was there for 2 months. I still can't figure out the rules of a roundabout.
What side of the road do you drive on?
Right side.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden everybody will stop. Like, why is everybody stopping and letting people go? And
Did anybody, you need like a coach?
I'm asked that English doesn't get you very far there.
Right. What's everybody speaking?
French and Arabic.
Yeah.
But yeah. So and all the walking across the street. When we first get there, you just walk across the street, right? It's mad traffic, and you just go across. You just jaywalk.
Trust.
Well, at first I was watching other people and okay, okay, there's an old lady here with a.
Did you speak French?
No.
You didn't try it? I know you tried.
Nah, dude.
Come on.
I just worked on my point. But anyway, I would follow like these old ladies across the street, and they walk like they're cars. Like, I'm just gonna step out in front of traffic, and they're gonna fucking stop.
Crazy.
And so I'm like walking with old ladies, as I'm protecting you to get across the street and all. So I'm getting to this at one point in Casablanca, in the more modern part of the city. I saw there's actually a walking signal, right?
Okay, on the street light?
Yeah, we had a ring guy walking, that kind of thing. And like, oh, cool, man. So I'll go there across the street over there. And I just about to step. Cars are speeding by. I don't give a fuck. Like, oh, I guess this is just like a suggestion too.
So that's like a fake sign.
Yeah.
It's to kill tourists.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. But it was an experience.
So is that all shot? That Terminal List season 2?
Yeah, season 2, we all shot it, man. I think they got the first episodes edited already. I think it should be out early next year. It's gonna be great, dude.
Did you watch the Dark Wolf one?
Man, that first episode just hit. Dude.
The first one, and then did you see the one that Jared wrote?
Yeah.
It's like the fourth one or something.
Yeah.
It is great, man.
Yeah. They really put the bar up on that. So now season 2's got to catch up with that.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since season 1's been out, it feels like.
You know, the cool thing about shooting in Morocco, extras. You don't root extras. Like, you just shoot people. So I'm in the markets, and I feel like I'm Jason Bourne or something, because I got to get from here to over there, and there's a crowded market full of people with shops.
It's like a building, and then hundreds of people in the middle.
Yeah. And I got a long lens across the street watching me. So
Yeah.
like dodging around people. Excuse me, I'm not.
But you hurt.
I came back. I apologize. Yeah.
Crazy.
But after that, I felt you felt like you're really doing it. You know, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like I'm standing at a little fruit stand, and I got to go over to the meat market, and right, dude. It's a good experience. Actors are great, man. Gabriel Luna, like we got on great. Yeah.
Hopper's in it.
Tom Hopper was amazing. I feel like a midget on
How tall is he compared to you?
Oh, he's like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, he's a big dude.
I was in one scene
Because he was bigger than Chris.
Yeah, like it's weird being the shortest guy at the scene.
Wild.
Yeah,
Now with Luke Hemsworth, you weren't.
uh, not Alex. Yeah,
Luke and Jared are about the same size, huh?
exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Jared was amazing, and
Dude, Jared was amazing. Did you like that? So that in that Dark Wolf,
yeah,
fuck, he's good.
yeah, he's good, man. He's really good.
I,
So what people don't understand is, oh, you know the story better than me. Maybe you should tell, but Jared,
yeah.
right?
Well, who Jared is?
Yeah.
I don't know that I know it better than you, but
Jared Shaw,
anyway, we met Jared Shaw on Jurassic World in Hawaii.
and he knows Jack Carr.
And Jared was like the personal trainer to Chris Pratt at that time. And then he was also the weapons specialist, the tactical specialist. He and Dozer, Ray Mendoza. And both he and Ray, I don't know if they
Raised the
were in the same
director of
team.
warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Peter Berg passed a lot on to him. He worked with Peter for a while. But they were both tech advisors on that with weapons and soldier movement. And they were both just out of the teams. And they had, I don't know, maybe they're in 12 years or something like that. In the last couple of years, I think they taught buds, or however you would say that. I'm probably saying that wrong. But real leadership guys. And then I was when Jared got back to the States, maybe a couple years later, he and I were in acting class together. And so we would do stuff on stage together and stuff like, which is, we stuck out a little bit. There's us and then a bunch of theater nerds, really, and it was fun, man. And then Jared, he was one of the first guys to talk about transcranial magnets for like MERT therapy for brain injuries, and he was doing that at the time. And so like, yeah, the lives all woven together in a lot of different ways. And anyway, he was in the teams with Jack Carr, and he gave me this book Terminal List years ago. And he goes, dude, I'm trying to get Chris to buy the rights to this so that we can make this TV show or a movie or something. And I was like, oh, cool. And that's like, I've seen so many scripts pass hands, and like working for Rogan, like Matt Lindler would come up and be like, dude, I got a script you need to read or whatever. And there's all the time. And it's like, here's all the stuff that never happens. Right. And then to see this thing and what's happened out of it. Now, Jared is, not just one of the finest actors on there, really, I think the best actor next to Chris, from what I saw anyway. And now he's a producer on it and a writer, writing episodes and all that is really tremendous.
Cool about that is like again, like when we met him on Jurassic, he was just seemed like just some kid out.
He would have liked to have gotten into films.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And now, like that work ethic that we have from fighting that they have from being a SEAL and all that. Like, I guess the first season he produced that. Like I wasn't part of that. I know that, but all I know is this season, he's not the showrunner, man, but there's Jared Shaw, like he's behind. He's watching every single take. He's watching all the dailies every night. He's involved with every decision, and it was really cool. And it warmed my heart to see the actors going to him to like as advice on this scene. And
I texted him the other day when I got done watching that. Dude, you were one of the best
and
actors.
I was an amazing actor too.
I said it was tremendous. Producer. And he goes, I wish I had more time to act more, but I'm just too busy. It's just like, how dope is that? I was like, that's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, but it was really cool to see his growth, man, how he just ran shit and how he learned and took all that in. It was really cool too. You talk about Ray and Kenny Sheard and all that. I had this one scene where
That's the best Instagram follow there is Kenny Sheard.
yeah,
He's hilarious.
yeah, he wrote a few episodes and
And he used to write for SEAL Team for that TV show, that network show.
and we just knew him a long time ago as like a tech advisor, right? And that now he's writing for Terminal List and other things. He's got his own scripts going, and this is his group of operators that they're working together to get things done. Like if anybody's seen Warfare, that's the best movie. It's top 5 war films I've ever seen. It completely breaks all the script formats. Everybody that I've seen that served in Iraq or Fallujah or Afghanistan, like this is the way it was, man. And I saw it and it was amazing. I don't care to see it again.
It just got released like early October, I think, on streaming, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So I this one scene, we couldn't get this scene, and so they found a way. Like, okay, we're all come together on this day, and we're gonna shoot this scene before lunch. We got like an hour, and they haven't written the scene yet, and if you're in the film business, you know the stress behind something like that. You got to tell this story. It's got to look good and it's got to be amazing, and just the stress of that. So I'm just watching all these Kenny, Ray, Jared, all these operators standing there, and they're planning an op, and it's just like beautiful to watch. They're like, okay, well, this is happening. I think he would say this, and I think he would say this, and just super calm, and just watching them stand together with their little papers, and
Right.
I could see them out in the field, like planning an offer and planning a mission, and
It's
all.
crazy how cool you guys, like you, when you think about like what war is, and then you look at how
Yeah.
the calm.
It's just a stupid movie. It's just a stupid movie.
It's like this thing. It's like this thing when guys are like, when they think about fighting, they're like, no, dude, I just see rad, dude. I rip people apart. I just know I would. I just know I got that in me. You know what I mean? And it's like, you're confusing anger with a skill set, right? And those guys are so emotionally contained that they're able to execute really well.
Whether I talked to Brian Stan and Tim Kennedy and all them, and it's like, hey, I remember talking about Brian. Hey, Brian, so you've been like, he's a Silver Star winner. He's done all this stuff like that. So you need to get nervous. You need to have that edge to go into a fight to be able to perform. You know, to get into the zone, you got to have.
I remember you talking about this.
And I was like, Brian, so do you? And like he cut me off. No, I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, man, we got to try. I got to try to get up. I got to try to get like it, because this is just.
Then countless gunfights.
Yeah.
This is something that I got to get.
I'm just going out and do this play fight with this guy.
Yeah. He's cool. I like him a bunch.
Brian's stance is the ultimate.
Really is.
So that's my experience, man. I couldn't see the markets enough, man. When I was in Tangier, I'd go to the markets. I'm gonna say I would go right in the morning and I'd walk down the market every afternoon. I got my favorite tea shop I'd go to. I just to be immersed with the people and the energy. And
where would you write?
I found a coffee shop that was about 2 miles away from the markets. That I find
You never want quiet when you write, huh?
I can't. Funny about writing is today, I didn't do very good writing today.
Because what does that mean?
Well, I was going to do this podcast today, and I think, okay, I can get a solid hour in right now. If I had to do it right now, I take my nicotine, I'll get a solid hour in right now. And so you end up just doing like this, I'm like staring at some, not really, but sometimes you realize, oh fuck, I'm staring at somebody. I'm staring in the coffee shop, thinking about these different things, and I saw. We could talk about this in a second about the future of filmmaking, but I'm thinking about these different things, and then actually I did. I got into that. Okay, vertical film is a thing. I'm thinking about that. How do I do a short? How to do a short series about less than 3-minute things? Then we could shoot it this year. I'm thinking about, no, let's get in the script that I'm doing. I'm thinking about, where I leave off, and then so all these different distractions, and then right when I'm about to close the laptop and come over here, oh, the problem I was having with this feature that I'm doing is so I wrote 3 sentences that describes the plot of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All that staring off and nothing to get 3 sentences. So now tomorrow when I get back to work, I work on those 3 sentences.
So when you say that, that's why I say it's stupid, because you say that's bad. And I say you did the thing.
Yeah.
And there's not a gradient, right? There's like either you did it or you did not do it. And you sat and you did the thing.
But you want to be fine the whole time.
Right, of course. That's impossible, right?
It's mostly suffering.
Well, what's the hard part? What's the hard part of fighting? When you're clicking and everything's flowing good? No, that ain't the hard part.
Getting back to,
right? It's like, and so like the same shit, right? My buddy talks about meditation with me a lot, and he goes, there's not like I'm dialed in, and people think of like meditation is this placid position that we're in, right? And we're in that zone, and everything else is melted away, and bullshit. It's a fucking dogfight.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to center, and then I get pulled off by a car that goes back to center. It's the redirection. It's the gentle redirection back to center again all the time. And what that's doing is building a muscle so that when you're in your daily life, that you have more center than you have distraction, right? And that's the perp. And he goes, and there's not a grade of how well you did. There's a pass or fail. Either I showed up and I did it, or I did not do it, and that's it. And I think there's so much of life like that where it's like, oh no, I need to get X, Y, or Z result, and how much do I rob myself with my expectation of what that is,
I heard this thing that goes with what you're saying the other day. Instagram does has the algorithms. There's a good thing about algorithms. Sometimes I saw a thing on meditation about a guy talking. It's really sometimes you just hear one statement that sticks with you, and he's talking about how he gets lost in thought a lot, and then I'm always lost in thought. And he's talking about well, that's not a good thing. That's the opposite of meditation.
Right.
I think that, and I always wonder why I'm good writers because like I live lost in thought, and then that's what I was doing. This I'm lost in thought, thinking about the thing, but that's the opposite of meditation, and learning how to be not lost in thought and how to be really present.
But like the thing is too is the I don't know how these mechanisms in mind work, but it's like the mechanism of like I've got like a beat or 3 words. What the fuck is that song? What's that song? And like and you can't and it's gonna you go on rip yourself in half. You can't, and then you throw it away for a while and you go have a hamburger and you touch and you're like it's Back in Black or what like right and so that being lost in thought is almost in a way of like if I'm at a frustrating problem that needs to get solved in some way, how do I force an epiphany? Well, you can't.
I'm always trying to do
But you can be somewhere else and let it go completely. And that's a different thing than meditation.
I'll take a moment and think through the
Right.
how it works.
You got to put yourself somewhere else, get free, and then the mind opens up. And because I think it constricts.
Hey, you know what?
Huh?
That's how I got my thought today. My 3 lines is like I was putting away the laptop and I'm starting to think about I got to come do this podcast, and like I freed my mind and like, oh wait a minute,
Isn't that a trip?
yeah.
And so that shit that you think of as like that's phenomenon or something unexplainable thing, but it's like no, it's not. There is a process that's similar every time I get there. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the thing about like being frustrated is bad. Like the idea of something being good or bad. It's like being frustrated is that uncomfortable spot that feels like it's going to crack before the epiphany comes. You know?
Yeah.
And without the frustration, there isn't any of that tension for the answer to spurt out the top. You know?
And then so the fighting analogy, you can beat it to death too. Is like I spend like my creative time is already over. I've been like a few hours. I'm still trying to do creative stuff, and it's like it's almost like we're doing those sparring sessions where we haven't had a good round yet. Give me 2 more rounds. Give me 2 more rounds. Like well, fuck, I'll just keep working. Just keep trying. Well, it's already gone. It's done. It's just go on. Live the next day. Yeah, do something else.
Especially if you stop.
Yeah.
Because all that has come out of you. You can't restart that engine.
Yeah. So here's another thing about what cop got distracted today. I don't like hear what you think about this. So the future of, I don't want to say it's the future of filmmaking, but it kind of is, unfortunately. It's gonna be big right now. All the studios are devoting most of their capital to this and all that. Is fucking vertical shot, like 1 minute to. Actually, they'd rather it to be a minute.
So you could watch it on your phone
with short attention TikTok, and they're trying to create like 1 minute episodes, and they're spending all their capital on this thing. All the studios are doing. It's $1 billion industry in China right now, and all that.
How do we make people dumber and more tractable? And then also, how do we sell them on the idea that digital ID is a good thing and they should get a COVID booster right now?
Well, you got to marry that.
It's all the same.
But so
Yeah.
So do we need to be doing that just to be like, if we have free time and we're not shooting a feature, should we be working on vertical things and all that? But then I look out there and it's all really crummy, poor acted stuff. And like, do we really want to have that?
You know what we could do is before we start doing Killer Love, we could go, okay, like 40-hour Film Fest or whatever. 40-hour Film Fest is like a thing where they give an idea to somebody. You pick an idea out of the air. You got 4 or 5 people with you.
Here's your props. Here's your look.
And then you write it and you design all the shots, and you do it. And 48 hours later, you watch all, and you either you throw in your result, right, and get graded on it by the teacher. And
It's almost like Chopped for movies.
so we could do this. We could go, okay, let's go Monday to Sunday, and we'll have one done every Sunday.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that, right? And I'm thinking about the story and all that. But then the thing is do you want to have, I'm a perfectionist and it's got to be great, and do you want to have something not great tied to your name and all that? So there's that.
Is it for somebody else or is it for us?
Even if it's for us, it's got to be great.
It can't be.
Yeah.
Well, look at South Park.
South Park's a great word.
South Park's a great thing to say. They say if we go every fucking Saturday or whenever they release it, they have one a week. it's timely. It's about what's going on in culture right now, what's going on in the news right now. And I heard Trey Parker, Matt Stone talk about it, and they go, yeah, it's a lot to put that together inside us 5 days or whatever.
Yeah.
And we could probably get it better, but we could probably do it like maybe 20% better, but it would maybe never get done if we didn't have that time limit on it. There's a thing that's robbed from that also.
Yeah.
And so then there becomes the question of like, is it you that's doing it, or is the universe channeling through you once you get the tools used adeptly in your hands?
That's it.
And once you do that, and you open up spaces for that. You know, it's like Bob Dylan talking about, like, he got interviewed and they're like, what? You've never written another song like a Rolling Stone or something. He goes, you can't write those songs. I didn't write that. He goes, that's something that happened at that time when it came through. He goes, I don't know how to write a song like that. And it was the most baffling answer for the listener to hear. Like, here's the guy that for sure created that. He's going, I don't know how to write a song like that.
Yeah.
And so that's that thing about, like, are you tied in enough to the flow of life, maybe?
So you just got to create it like South Park has. You just got to create an interesting world.
Get good at using the tools.
Yeah, and create an interesting world with that.
And then go. Well, and what's an interesting world? You look at, like, is it Glengarry Glen Ross or something like that? Here's the most mundane day ever that's made interesting through dialogue and through watching it and through these performances. And so do you need the great, you know?
So that was my problem. Just getting behind this new format is I'm very dialogue heavy. Now I'm into 4 or 5 minutes, 4 pages of dialogue, right? Where it needs to be opposite action, sequence.
Did you watch Corey DeMeyer's? He did there's a 1 minute film festival, and they put a thing together in 1 minute. It's fucking brilliant. Think about getting a message across that's powerful and funny in 1 minute. His is great. We should pull it up and attach it to this. But he just won all kinds of awards for it and all that. But, like, that's the kind of thing about, like, you know your tool well enough that, like, whatever the constraints are, it can still be great.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. We need to work, and that's why I respect this Corey DeMeyer so much. Is I'm talking about, yeah, we couldn't know him as moving. Yeah, you're not just, there's so many people in this world that are just like, they have a screenplay. They're wanting years to get their screenplay made. We're pushing 3 screenplays right now. How long, when are they going to get made? Maybe in January, maybe a year from January. I don't know. So while these are going, we got to be doing something else.
We'll have 2 jobs by the spring.
Which is writing another screenplay, and which is where do we get into vertical format and learn how to do that?
We do that in between.
Do we fuck with AI? That's another thing. Yeah, but now now my world gets much larger, right? I don't know. It's just something that we got to think about, you know? Like, I worry about AI, like, because you're taking jobs away from people, but, like, we're not. If Quentin Tarantino made a movie with AI, like, he should be shunned because he can do whatever he wants and he can hire a crew and he's just doing that for whatever reason. But we're not in that situation. We don't have money. We just want to make something. So do we utilize this tool?
The other thing is that the future is here, right? It's not like, it's like you either participate or you don't, or you get run over by it. It's just what it is. It's like, can you live your life with, you know, this is the devil. This is the literal devil, right? The black mirror of death, right? In every way. It's a snitch. It gives you bad ideas. It robs you of your own creativity. All of that stuff is here. Can you live without it? Yeah. You know, and I don't know, anybody that's really honest would say no. Yeah. Like, most people, you couldn't have a job. You wouldn't have communication with your family. Like, and so the future is here. It's what it is. And either you're in it or you're not. And I hate it because I won't look at images. I don't want to see any of it. It makes my stomach sick. But then also, that's been my problem my whole life, is that, like, no, it's inevitable. It's here. And I'm like, well, fuck that. I don't like it. I'm going to make this. What's that stand do? You know?
Yeah.
And being around people that are dying, like, for a prolonged period like that is so interesting, man. Just, like, to see the settling that it is, and that it's just the next thing that's going to happen. And she says, this body of mine to have to deal with, like, she goes, what a gift it is to feel like the weight of gravity. Like, and I go, what do you mean the weight of gravity? She goes, like, I feel like I'm being crushed. Like, everything's heavy and sinking in. And I thought, oh, God, that's interesting. She goes, my diaphragm stops working, so I have to get on a breathing machine. And, like, I'm knowing my body in a different way than I've ever known. It's debilitating, but at the same time, she looks at it as, like, this gift. And she goes, you know, and I got to decide when when enough is enough, when enough of the pain is enough, and all that. And talking to Glenn about it and looking at his daughter playing on the floor next to us, and he says, I just want her to know who I am in a strong way before I go.
Yeah.
You know, and knowing that you're gonna go. It's not like I walked into Stephanie's house a couple weeks ago, and I told her, I sat down, I go, it's such a trip. It's not until I walked in just now, and I go, she's not gonna get better.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, I'm not. I'm not. This is what it is until the end, until the next thing, and I'll see you around the bend. And but that's a crazy thing to confront every day. You know, your own mortality, and that kind of a way that it's like, everybody knows they're gonna die, but this is a real endpoint that, like, you're gonna decide within the next month and a half what enough is, and that's a trip.
It's brave, man. Do you think she finds like a separation, like she realizes the separation, like this is my body and
Yeah.
this is me?
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, I still get fooled into thinking like I want to move my legs, and then she's like, and then my legs tell me you're not moving us. You know what I mean? It's like, and she's like, I'm a different thing than this. But how grateful I've been to be able to use this body. The other thing that they found, that I didn't really think about this, Stephanie, when I got smashed on Free Guy, and I'm going through all these brain injury places, Stephanie was starting to feel bad too, and she goes, I've got head injury. All she was like a water polo athlete, collegiate level, and all that, and I guess all the headbutts and all the smashing into the floor of the pool and all like whatever, and so she started following in my footsteps in a lot of ways, and then she found she had leakage in her spine, and that was making her sick. The fluid would make her really sick and dizzy, and they tried to plug those up and stop the leaks, and they couldn't. And then like a year or a year and a half later, a misdiagnosis, they find out she got ALS, and so that was in 2020, and now she's had four years or 5 years, um, but she's always had this real spiritual searching for something else, and she's grounded in that idea. But this idea that Glenn said, he says, I said, there's genetic ALS, which is a very small fraction, and then there's people with ALS, and they can't discern really, like, not one is better than, it's just what it is. But Glenn was like, dude, almost everybody I know from going to different benefits and stuff for ALS, it's all head injuries, which is crazy. And that I go, that's my friend Steph too. Is like that, and I hadn't, and so I don't know if there's a correlation there or not, of safety, or if there's like a genetic component. Are you predisposed to it in some way? But Glenn was like, dude, through body trauma, people that are like not just head trauma, but full body trauma, um, all those guys have that. That it's just a strange thing that we all happen to be hard chargers like that have it.
And you wonder if like medicines like if Ibogaine was introduced earlier, maybe that could have helped.
Who knows?
It really fucking
We're in such a mystery.
it really fucking pisses me off. Like, so I get fucking rage that we have all these advances with AI and everything and all that, and like we can't solve this problem.
Nobody wants to solve problems unless they can, may go 100x capital. Right. That's after this, I go meet a friend of mine. So a friend of mine, this guy that helped me a whole bunch, is his daughter. She was a lawyer. She did like advocacy in Albuquerque for abused children and shit. She was a big deal in the law field, and she got, that Walgreens up on Central, right before Nob Hill, and it was sketchy at night, and she came over there, and there's a dude that, said hi to her in there, and she's like, as a woman, like, do I say hi back, or do I just say, hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. And then he's like, that's an invitation, and da 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 da. Anyway, he follows her out to the car. She doesn't know that, and then and she's getting ready to close the door. She got all her stuff in, and she put it in drive, and she goes to close the door, and he is there, grabs the door, and hey, get out of here, talk to me some more, or whatever. And she's like, no, you got to go. And she goes to try to pull the door, slams the accelerator, hits the light pole in front of her, smashes her head. He pulls her out, smashes her. Anyway, she's got horrific brain injuries from that, disabled forever, and is like, and I've been trying to talk to her about this at Tom's request for a couple of years, and And it's just this thing about like with brain injury, you don't want help. You think it'll clear up, it'll get better. And it's like, it gets worse untreated. And it just, there's not a better, and she says, I'm starting to become not myself. I don't recognize me anymore. And I go, I don't know. I totally get it. And so we're going to go down to your coffee shop after this and yeah, and talk about it and see what, here's what I did. Here's paths that can maybe get you free. I believe in them,
Yeah.
but Puck, it's like, there's not like a whole lot of study on it. There's, like you said, you can't monetize it. And so,
I think it's good to have people and
yeah. Yeah, it's a trip, man. This world.
I saw a thing recently where people would be like flipping like windshield wipers up or putting notes on people's windshield wipers and things like that. Women, just so like they have to get out and put it down.
Right.
That they're getting ready to take them, or whatever wants to get out to put the thing. So like if you're a woman, you get in the car and you like just fucking drive off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Yeah,
I don't know. And with that, it's like, it's always been, it's like buyer beware. It's like, there's part of this culture, this goes, oh, this will be a safe city, or these people will stick up for you or something. It's like, it's always been self-resilience. It's always been like, you need to raise your like, what are you doing with kids when you cross the street with them? You're teaching them to look both ways. And now it seems like more and more they're like, no, just cross. The cars, they're supposed to stop for you or what. And it's like, it's not that way. It's Animal Planet. It's 24/7 rape, murder all the time on Animal Planet. Turn on Nat Geo anytime. And that's all you're seeing. And it's not different here.
we're not meant to we're not meant to live in big cities like we are now. Wow, the movement in the future is everybody lives in big cities. But
Know
people,
why?
people can hide out and shield themselves in big cities.
Because there's anonymity in the masses. And if there's anonymity, there's not accountability.
Exactly.
You could go ahead and do some funny shit and not be accountable for that, not be responsible. And that's unhealthy for society.
And in a small town, you're gonna get checked. Crazy. That crazy fuck over there, watch him.
Right.
Right. You get checked. Yeah.
It's like the girl that got stabbed up on the train.
Yeah.
And there's a half a dozen people watching all that happen. She's going, somebody help, and nobody would even go hold her hand. I'm like, this is crazy.
I watched this thing the other day, just what we talking about too. A fucking hero guy. There was an accident on an overpass of a river, and a baby was thrown over the side, and there's this hero guy that just ran and jumped over the side and saved the baby. It was all caught on video, right? So then you're thinking like who's taking that video? Who saw the baby go over?
Right.
Who's taking that video?
Right.
And one person out of all these people did that jump. You think there'd be like 10 people jumping in the wire and all that,
I think you're Joe Zito a lot. Right? Like, it's that same thing on a train. Here's a serial killer that just a guy, not a guy in excellent condition, not a guy that just had a sense of honor and what it would be like to protect the people.
Someone's gonna do something that's gonna
and goes and gets stabbed a dozen times or whatever to hold this guy down that had already killed a half a dozen people that day. Crazy.
Yeah.
Joe Zito, look him up.
Our buddy.
Hero.
Hi, Joe. All right, man. Well, shit, it's good seeing you, man. What's next? Next, we gotta have some guests on here, do some stuff. I'm thinking about show up, let's bring my show on here.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Kill Me Again is hey,
I think Apple is the cheapest to get it.
No. Hey, Mark, what's Kill Me Again out on now? What's that ad?
Roku Prime member, you can get it.
On Roku
It's not free on Prime. It's free. It's free on Roku.
It's free on Prime.
It's free on Prime.
Wow.
Free on Prime.
No shit. And
Everybody
that's why
should see it. It's free.
the numbers have just gone through the roof, man. As far as like, I love, especially on Letterboxd, because these guys are film nuts.
I've been asking for what the numbers are since this release.
So I don't know what the numbers are. If I can see the reviews are like
As long as we have 30 million people seeing the movie, we're happy.
Okay.
But go to Letterboxd and watch the reviews, man. It's fucking cool, dude. Because these are film.
Letterbox.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like an ad for. The reviews are great.
They're fantastic.
Even the bad ones. It's like, well, you kind of have a point there. I even appreciate the bad ones. Because after watching it 10 times, like, yeah, well, that's kind of my problem. I mean, 100 times. Yeah, it's kind of my problem. Yeah, but I love the reviews, man. And we're getting such
I got a review of a buddy of mine, a kid I went to high school with. I bitch at people. I get pissed. I get hurt if motherfuckers haven't watched. I'm like,
But you know what? Because what's happening right now is
I get salty.
I think it's going to grow legs, man, because it is such a fresh.
Someone asked me if you're really Russian.
Yeah. I'm rushing to the next job, dog.
Yeah. If that's a fresh, good movie, I think it's going to get legs right now and go viral right now. I think this is when it's going to start hitting. So it doesn't matter that I've been gone for 2 weeks and haven't 2 months and haven't been promoting it.
Well, if it's big on Halloween, man, that's
it.
that's the 50, big 50 for you.
Halloween.
Yeah.
So John says, well, I watched your movie finally. I go, cool. I've been wanting to get your opinion on it. He goes, I really liked it, and I didn't see the ending coming. Everybody says that. Everybody that is like, I know guys that like Eddie Bravo will walk out of a movie in the first 8 minutes if he's like, oh, I already know where this is going, and he'll leave. He's too bored. There's not anybody that didn't respond like this. I really liked it. Didn't see the ending coming. Thought the ending tied everything up nicely. And I imagined also that your character was part of the prison population, like David was part of the study. And I was like, yeah, we just didn't have time for all that. And he says, Killer Cafe Charlie had great hair. I was a little jealous.
Brandon, yeah.
Yeah, people fucking love it. Yeah.
So it's gonna be what's next. You know, I know this. We had a film festival coming up.
Where?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
New Mexico?
Nevada.
New Mexico?
Yeah.
When I drove here and I come up from Albuquerque on 25 and I was watching Las Vegas, New Mexico is only 120 miles and Santa Fe is 70 miles or whatever, or something like that. And I was like, fuck, man, I'm closer to I had no idea there was a Las Vegas, New Mexico when I got here.
You know what the college are, right?
Yeah, and it's not famous for that.
Yeah.
What it's famous for is the insane asylum.
Yeah.
They shut that down though, and now it's just Las Vegas. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, cool, man. When's that?
November 6th. Yeah, so it's gonna be cool, man. It's at the
November 6th. Okay, I could go to that.
Yeah.
I gotta leave. I gotta fly out of here on the 10th. I'm gonna go see my dad go deer hunting. He says it's gonna be the last time he hunts because he's getting dementia. Yeah. And then I just talked to Kirk Parsley. He just came through town.
Oh, is it?
He was on his way from Texas back to Arizona, and he's starting up a big recovery center like with hyperbarics and all the drips and all that.
Yeah.
And he got a guy there that he knows they've been doing studies with paraplegic athletes and with dementia people with intrathecal stem cells, which is like stem cells that are pushed into your spinal column.
Yeah.
One of my friends did it after he had a stroke. He says he wasn't supposed to walk again. He's fine. He hunts elk out of a blind in the tree and the whole deal. But he goes, they've been reversing dementia with it. One of the guys that was paraplegic is able to walk with braces now and shit like that. It's they're mesenchymal, like
Mexico.
That's where it's all from. Yeah. So it's Southern Arizona is where his place was, and so he had a lot of crossover there. But anyway, that's fucking. I'm gonna try to get my dad into but he's so fucking old school. He's like, I go, you should stop taking the fucking statin pills because you're not gonna die of a heart attack. You're healthy as a horse, but your fucking brain is getting diminished, and like statins, we know diminish brain capacity, but he won't because the doctor told him, and I'm just a guy that was in prison. You know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know. But I want to go do them too.
Yeah, me too. That's
But I'm afraid of having somebody shoot it in my spine. But I'm like, man, fuck it, let's roll the dice.
Worth for me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You went spud decal?
All 5 my discs. Ooh. Here, dude. 18 months later, dude, I'm squatting, I'm benching, everything.
What about just doing an IV drip?
It'll repair your brain.
It doesn't go through the blood-brain barrier unless you go into the spinal
column. My
column.
shoulder. It fixed my shoulder just through the IV.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up, and we'll be here next week with Peanut.
Drink coffees.
We got to release these. One day we're going to release these. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks. Welcome back.
Yeah.